We're at the oldest continually operating stadium in the NFL as you get a look inside Lambeau Field in Green Bay, Wisconsin. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Minnesota Vikings and the Green Bay Packers. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20. Their own 20-yard line. Now the first carry for Dalvin Cook. And he'll go down at the 26 following a gain of 6. The game's first play produces 6 yards, brings up second down.
A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4.
And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. 7 yards there and a first down. Charles, they won last week despite him not running the ball well. They told us need to get him going. Runs like that help.
And they talked to us about leaning on him because, as you noted, last week they didn't have to. Still won the ball game. They leaned on other people to give them the yardage that they needed, but they really want him to be that guy, and that's what they're doing early in this game.
Back to throw now on first down. Lets it fly for Thielen. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Darnell Savage. And he's able to bring it up 5 yards shy of midfield to the 45-yard line. They may have thrown the interception, obviously less than ideal, but I think they also sent a message that they're going to push the ball downfield in this one.
Yeah, not afraid to take their shots right away, huh? What was that, like a 9-9-9 route? 9 meaning go? Just win it.
Blitz coming, and down he goes.
Mariota.
Danielle Hunter able to record his 5th sack of the season.
At the 39-yard line.
To try again after the sack. Mariota. And that'll be complete to Dillon. It's a 4-yard pickup, and that's going to lead to a 3rd and 12.
I wouldn't be surprised to see the next step in utilizing this position is to actually utilize more of a scat back in this spot, because we saw the catch there, right? He made it, but he's a bigger, stronger guy, maybe not quite as elusive as maybe someone else you would put there.
Yeah, didn't get the big yardage there you might out of a smaller back. And they'll get this across the midfield stripe, but still winding up short of the first down. He gets a good chunk of yards there, 8 all told, but they're still looking at a 4th down.
It's 4th down.
And they're going to at least line up to go for it here on 4th down. From the shotgun, it's Mariota. That's to his running back, complete. And now this is going to be close. The defense says they stopped him, and they did.
Everyone gears up for 3rd down, talks about the importance of it. But 4th down, that's truly the moment of truth play, isn't it?
Everything's dialed up a little bit more. And, you know, it's such a momentum play, isn't it?
Absolutely, because it can flip either way depending on who converts on 4th down.
And no room to maneuver there. Give him a yard up to the 47.
No doubt about it. A really nice job there by the defense, not allowing him to get to the perimeter. But that means your defensive ends, your outside linebackers, the guys that you pay big money to sack the quarterback, they also have to have interest in the running game as well. And they did a nice job there of holding the point of attack and not giving ground.
And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line.
Gain of a yard.
And the big guy catches the ball out of the backfield, and oftentimes that's quite a surprise to guys playing defense, because not ordinarily thought as a pass catcher, it often works when they decide to dial it up.
3rd down, Dalvin Cook. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. 12 yards there, 1st down Vikings.
Well, there's plenty of real estate for him to maneuver on that run, and let's face it, it shouldn't be a surprise. He's one of the better backs in the league. Had to come into this game with the idea, slow him down, otherwise it's going to be a long afternoon.
They run again on first down. Cook. No dice this go-around. He's hit behind the line and taken down. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
Here we go on 2nd and 12. Completes it to the fullback, Ham. And give him 6 yards here as he stopped near the 35 at the 34.
It's a gain of...
It's interesting because when I'm watching college football and I'm evaluating guys for the draft now, my list of fullbacks, pure fullbacks, it's a very short list. I'm probably evaluating more punters and kickers now than I am fullbacks. But it doesn't matter what you call the position, it's who you put there. And there we saw completion.
Green Bay up to the task there in coverage and forcing a 4th down. And this is too far behind his man. He missed him. It's incomplete. Now Zane Gonzalez for the field goal try. On the right hash. Officially, this will be a 51-yard attempt. And his kick is absolutely perfect. And the Vikings have a 3-0 lead. These kickers now, it's like we take them for granted. Kicks like that used to be such a big deal, and now you just expect them to make it.
Yeah, you're exactly right, and we shouldn't take them for granted, but I have a theory about it. You want to hear it?
Yep.
They are more athletic now than ever before. Talk about kickers. Trace their backgrounds, trace their histories. You'll find that they were big-time athletes all along, but their kicking was so prevalent that we made them specialists.
Well, and now those 50-plus yarders seem easy for some reason. Mariota on first down. Escaping the pressure right. Throws right side, and that's complete. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. This drive starting off on the right foot. 18 yards. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Here's Mariota. Oh, a scrap for the football, and he's going to come down with it. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. Or 30 more yards and another 1st down. So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. Now a 1st down carry by Jones. Down right around the 25.
Aaron Jones
making the stop there, Danielle Hunter.
And this is why aggressive defensive coordinators love to blitz. It wreaks havoc because they end up taking their attention to the blitzers, freed up the D lineman to make the play.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Now Jones. And this time they were ready for him as they'll stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Now they're staring at a 3rd and 8. That last play backwards a yard.
brings up 3rd and 8.
On 3rd down, Mariota forced out to his left. Drops it to Jones in the flat. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. 11 yards and a Green Bay Packer 1st down.
And there was absolutely zero pressure on the quarterback on that play. 3rd down, and he has all the time in the world to eventually find an open receiver for a 1st down pickup.
From the red zone now, Mariota. And that going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
Brandon, we saw these defenders flying to the football in their win last week, and nothing has changed. They're still moving around quickly and forcing incompletions.
On 2nd down, it's Jones. And power running here down to the 6-yard line. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1.
Brings up 3rd and
1. 3-0 after 1 on EA Sports.
Vikings 3, Packers nothing.
This will be play number 7 on the drive. 3rd and a yard. He is going nowhere as he is enveloped behind the line. Call it no gain on the keeper, and it's going to bring up a 4th down.
No gain on the play. It's 4th down.
And no move to get the offense off the field. They'll stay put on 4th and 1. Mariota to throw it this time. And it's caught. And just shy of the goal line as he's out of bounds right at the 1. They opt to go for it, and they get it. First and goal after a pickup of 5.
The 1-yard line.
They'll try and run it in with Jones. And he'll actually lose a little bit of yardage here. Back to the 2. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's second down.
I have a feeling they'll stay committed to running the football, especially on their early downs. They just haven't had a whole lot of success just yet.
Back at the 2 now. Here's second and goal. They'll try again with Jones. And they will stop him after a fairly minimal pickup. After getting stuffed on first down, not much better there. 2-yard gain.
A 2-yard pickup brings up third and goal.
Here's a quick throw out left. It's complete. And he will get this into the end zone. Touchdown, Green Bay. Had the option there, read it perfectly, and an easy little touchdown toss.
And it has to be a sharp throw, too, because of where they are on the field. The extra traffic, things are condensed near the goal line. Good route by the receiver as well.
After the roughing penalty on the PAT, they'll kick off from 15 yards further upfield. This will be fielded inside the 5. And a nice job there on special teams to limit him to inside the 15 as he's dropped at the 14. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. They'll try and start this drive in the air. Open here, Adam Thielen. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. A very solid gain of 27. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. From the gun, it's a give to Cook. And not much there at all. Maybe a yard up to the 43. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
43-yard line.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. Flushed out right. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. Now that'll be tipped and intercepted. Picked off by Darnell Savage. And he'll bring it all the way back just a yard or 2 shy of midfield. A young quarterback, Charles, rolling to his right. I know he's right-handed, but is that one that maybe a veteran sticks in his pocket?
I think so, but you have to remember with young quarterbacks, it may take a few years before they get all the stuff out of them that they did earlier in their career or even in their college days when they were used to being dominant. In this case, the NFL veteran defense ended up winning the battle.
On 2nd down, it's Jones. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 47. That's going to go down as a loss of 5, and it brings up 3rd down.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
The Packers on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd down and 12. From the gun, Mariota. And he fires one that's intercepted. He's picked off just shy of midfield. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown.
It goes without saying, but I'm going to say it anyway. That's a ball he would like to have back, and it lands right in the lap of the defender from there. He doesn't have very far to go before he gets to the end zone, and he got there in a hurry.
Gonzalez able to tack on the PAT, and the lead is now 10-7. So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. This will make it into the end zone. And ultimately, he stopped right where he would have been if he had simply gone down to a knee at the 25. About set to get this drive started, the Green Bay offense at the line. And, Charles, if the season ended today, and it's not going to, we still have December left.
More football.
We're only in November. But they would be a wild card team, and that's great. They'd be in the playoffs, but you know they're trying to bump up to be one of those division leaders.
That guarantees you at least one home game in the playoffs, and that's what you're really seeking. But there also isn't much margin for error for this team, right? Because right where they're sitting, a 2-game losing streak.
This is caught inside the 15. Touchdown, Packers. A big play there with touchdown number 12 on the year. And once again, the Packers, they're back out in front. Crosby with the extra point, and the lead is now 14-10. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
25-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. On the carry, it's Cook. And able to get a couple as he's across the 40 to the 41.
The ball carrier.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground. But I think the play gets made by the defensive front. Because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
On 2nd down now, it's Cook. And he takes this up right near the 45-yard line.
The ball carrier.
4 yards on the pickup there as it'll leave him with a 3rd and about 4 more for a 1st.
And it's 3rd down.
And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multi-team.
And a big loss here as he's taken down. Kenny Clark in there to drop him for his 11th sack of the year.
2 sacks last week, another one right here. He's been unblockable lately, and I think that goes all the way back to not just his offseason, but the film study he's been doing during the week, because I think he's found matchups that he likes, and he's capitalizing.
A few times he's even defeated double teams. He doesn't care at this point.
49-yard line.
An update from around the league as our first one comes from New Orleans. And the Bucs having little problem in that one. They've just opened the lead a bit further. And we'll be sure to keep an eye on that one as we go along here. The Vikings after him, and they get there for the sack. Michael Pierce, in all of his 340-pound glory, gets the sack.
Brings up 2nd down.
Throwing on 2nd and long. Mariota. Oh, a battle for it here, and this will be caught. The Packers going to use one of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half.
1st and 10 at the 35-yard line.
They'll run on 1st down. Jones. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Another big gainer that time. This one goes for 19 yards.
That's another Packers 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 16-yard line.
Inside the red zone here. They'll look to throw. Gets this to his running back, Aaron Jones. A good rally to the football. Keeps him to only a yard, and it's 2nd down.
All defenses worry that whenever anyone catches the ball and has a head of steam come out of the backfield, it could turn into a big play with missed tackles or he runs through people. But they were right there waiting, and they stopped him for a minimal gain.
To throw again on 2nd down. Mariota. Got a man open. It's Adams. Touchdown, Green Bay. Marcus Mariota with his 3rd touchdown pass of the afternoon. And the Packers are able to stretch that lead out further. Oh, they get to the football. It's blocked.
Come on now, let's make it happen, baby. Let's make it happen. It's the time.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. Taken at the 15, a short kick. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line.
1st and 10 at their own 29-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers out there that may want to take one more shot before the clock runs out.
Brings up 2nd and 12 at the 27-yard line.
So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. They'll throw now on the final play. And for the third time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off by Darnell Savage. And he will be brought down as time is now run out on this first half of action. So we're at halftime here at Lambeau with the Packers taking the lead to the break. As we send you down to Orlando where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach. So it's the Packers set to receive the kick. They've got the lead as well as we are underway in the third quarter. So they will accept the penalty and move forward. Mariota now to throw on first down. It comes, and he lost the football. Mariota had it jarred loose. Able to fall on it, but look where they recovered it. That's a big loss.
A lot of bad news on that play for them, wasn't there? Lost the football, lost a lot of yardage, but I think the good news outweighs it. Able to retain possession. That was big for them.
On second and a long way to go. Mariota, he's going to air one out. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 15. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Charles, whatever's going on between his ears right now, it's just not completely calculated correctly. 7 picks between last week and this week after that one.
And they always say the most important part of a player is those 6 inches between the ears. But right now, it's all those interceptions that are going on. So whoever his trusted confidant is on the sidelines, I don't know if it's the offensive coordinator, the quarterback's coach, maybe the backup quarterback, that's who he needs to get with now and get himself calm.
And he's going to lose yardage here back to the 12-yard line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Brings up 2nd and 12 at the 12-yard line.
Behind the chain, 2nd and 12. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, 3rd down. But the passing windows are just not there. That's just another example of how great this defense has been all game long.
And that's exactly what a top 10 defense can do. They can really change the game tempo and frustrate you as you try to execute offensively.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Kevin King with a pick. Boy, so another interception, CD. And it feels like he's starting to unravel a little bit.
And as you would expect, still a work in progress here in his 2nd season. He has to start ironing out some of these mistakes, though, because now his head coach, his offensive coaches, they have to evaluate whether you keep playing him and let him work through it, or you start thinking about going to his backup.
And he was hit as he threw it there, and it forces it incomplete.
I think we can all understand what they're thinking right now. They take over the ball in field goal range after the turnover, so they've got that in their hip pocket. But they've got to go for the end zone and turn this into a bigger points. Their thinking is a touchdown is really what they should get from starting here. Getting 3 points at the end of this drive, that would feel disappointing.
And that one goes incomplete. He's maybe lucky it wasn't a fumble as he got hit as he threw it.
They have to like what they've done defensively here at the outset of this drive. They forced a couple of incomplete passes, bring up a 3rd and 10. Don't be surprised to bring a little pressure on this snap.
The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long. Flush to his right. Going for it all. And this is going to be intercepted. Mackenzie Alexander with a pick. And he'll go down inside the 15 at his own 13-yard line. If you combine last week and this week, he's got a hat trick going because he had 2 interceptions a week ago.
He's seeing the ball so well and understanding where receivers are and positioning. I mean, just watching him work with such great technique and paying it off by actually catching the ball when he has a chance, he's helping his team in a huge way.
He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. You know, despite the scoreline, I think they've got to like where they are here. They're on the road and just one big play away from getting right back in this game.
I'm going to follow right along with you because the spot they're in now is a credit to their defense. They've kept them in it by making the plays that they've made, and that just means you're one big score away from being right back there.
Now, the question is, can this offense step up and make that play? Because that's been an issue for them in this game. On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. That's to Dalvin Cook, his running back. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. A big one there on 3rd down. They hit for 30 yards. Obviously, they're not where they want to be right now on the scoreboard. Big plays like that, though, that'll trend them in the right direction.
Yeah, a few more like that, they'll be right back in the game. And if they can continue to do that, maybe they'll inspire their defense as well and get a few stops.
Now this one complete downfield on the left side. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. Touchdown, Vikings. Adam Thielen with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Vikings are able to make this a close game again. Gonzalez good on the extra point. And the lead is down to a field goal. Now after the touchdown, here's Gonzalez on to kick it away. Takes this about 5 yards deep. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
At their own 19-yard line.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. Their lead down to a field goal now as they start with a 1st and 10. They'll start out on the ground with Jones. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. A gain of 11 to kick off the drive, and it's a quick 1st down. To throw Mariota. He's going to go for a big play downfield. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
Sure, that pass was incomplete as they made an attempt to get a big one downfield. But that's okay because the second part of that is if you don't get the completion, at least you've told the defense you're trying to stretch them out a little bit, and they may have to change accordingly.
On 2nd down, Mariota again. Dancing to his left. And that's going to be incomplete.
And now offensively it's 3rd and 10, and I'm just thinking to myself, actors always say, what's my motivation before a big scene? Right now the play caller's thinking, what have I done before that's worked well that I can go to right now?
Yeah, because they were pretty successful in the first half scoring points. Haven't done anything so far here in the second half. And he is going to have a Packers 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. 17 yards on the play there as the Packers have the 1st down as well.
At the 48-yard line.
They'll throw again. Mariota got a man. It's Tanyan complete. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. 11 more on that one and another 1st down.
And what a nice example there of a tight end doing exactly what he needs to do. How about how he worked his way to the outside, made sure he secured the catch, and then anything after that, we count that as a bonus. And indeed, he gets enough for the 1st down.
And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line. Not what they had in mind there. That's going to go as a loss of 4. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Xavier Woods with a pick. And a big return will get him all the way down to the 35. Gosh, you add up last week and this week now. That's 9 interceptions in this 2-game stretch, and we're not done here.
It's almost as if they can't even believe their eyes. Or maybe, partner, is the confidence level in him so high that they believe he'll get out of it and make plays for them to win a game.
Well, they've said they believe in him. That's being tested right here. They'll wind up losing 4 yards on the play. And it'll bring up a 2nd and 14. Now he dumps this off over the middle. And they will only muster a yard here to the 38. You call it a 1-yard gain on the play. And it'll be a 3rd and about 13. The play-action fake. They'll look to throw. Green Bay up to the task there in coverage and forcing a fourth down.
They certainly had good starting field position on that drive, but couldn't do anything with it after 3 plays. Have to admit that that's a disappointing end to excellent field position. When that drive started, they had 6 points that they were thinking about.
The bottom line, tremendous starting field position, really squandered there as they wind up going backwards and then come up with just 3.
Well, getting the 3 turned out to be important. I can imagine the head coach when he ordered the field goal. Please salvage something out of this drive. That was not fun to watch.
And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. About set to get this drive started, the Green Bay offense at the line. And the interception last time on the opponent's side of the field, certainly not what they wanted.
Put it mildly, that is so frustrating because that signifies there's a drive going on. You're in a good spot, great place to run some of your best offense. Instead, they turn the ball over.
Yeah, turned the ball over last time. See if they can avoid doing it here.
Frustrating for a defense, energizing for an offense. Finding a way to create that type of yardage in your running game, that'll make the guys carrying the ball very, very happy.
Third and short yardage, Mariota. And that one goes incomplete on the drop. That's one he definitely normally catches. 4th down.
But plain and simple, that's the 2nd time today that he's dropped a pass.
And that one, I think, maybe even a little easier than the earlier one that he dropped. Surprising.
Was this game announced as a night game prior to, and maybe his rhythm is just off? He's got thrown off. He's got to wake up, enjoy the sunshine, and go play.
At their own 15-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And fortunate to get points on the board last time. They had to hit a really long field goal to do so.
The kickers in today's game are so good and so skilled and hit from distances that we almost start to take them for granted. And we can't do that. That's a long field goal that they got 3 points out of. They've got to feel good about that, and they better make sure they love him up because he's helped them out.
Yeah, now we'll see if that offense can put 6 on the board here. We'll see. 6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. Again, it's Cook. He'll get about 3 as he's taken down at the 23.
Tough day, tough sledding right there, and it's been that way the entire game. Not a whole lot of room to ramble for him.
Yeah, you're right. It's been that way all afternoon. Didn't get a whole lot better there. On 3rd and short, they'll try option left. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. 12 yards there. 1st down, Vikings.
1st down, Minnesota.
Let's go now. 19, Tiger, 19.
And he'll be taken down after a minimal pickup, and that will take us to the end of quarter number 3. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Another carry now for Madison. He's got the 1st down and more past midfield. And finally brought down at the 38. That one covers 24 yards. It's a 1st down.
That outside handoff to the left, that play has to warm the heart of an offensive line coach because they controlled the left side where they were supposed to, but they didn't allow anything to leak from the backside on the right side of the offensive line either. Well played.
Yeah, and it created a big run. On 1st down, he'll drop to throw. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete.
The pass.
It'll be a pickup of 10 yards. And it'll be 2nd and very short.
Yards on the pickup. It's
They'll run it with Madison. And they'll be inside the 25 now at the 24. 4 yards the pickup, 1st down.
Well, that was a unit that understood exactly where the 1st down marker was, handed it to their guy who could run it, created some space, and he got there.
Some good games going on in the early window. This might be the best of the bunch. On play action, they'll throw. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down.
He did an okay job of absorbing the hit, just couldn't secure the football through the catch.
And he was right there on the spot and forced the incompletion. That's something defenders work on all the time. If you're there, make the contact, but continue to work your way through the receiver so that you can't possess the football and turn it into a catch.
Now left side on the swing pass. They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves them with 3rd and 9 looming.
It's a gain of a yard. And it's 3rd down.
On 3rd down, it's Cook. And they're going to get him down well short of the first as he can only get this to about the 19. Call it a gain of 4, and it'll bring up 4th down. Have to kick this field goal, don't you?
No question about it. Look at the clock. Look at the situation. Kick the field goal.
Is good.
So the drive here ends with a field goal. It does give them the lead, but this one's still certainly a long ways from over.
It definitely puts a lot of pressure on your defense to hold the lead, right? They're happy to have it and happy to be out there trying to do so. But I know as a former player, in the back of their mind, they're thinking, why don't you score the touchdown and seal this thing?
Packers take over 1st and 10 at their own 34-yard line.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And now they find themselves trailing following the field goal. Still a good amount of time in this 4th quarter, but this drive very well could determine the outcome of this ball game. And now the drive starts with a completion out to the right. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40.
7 yards, the pickup there.
Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before you get a good head of steam going.
23 yards the pickup there.
1st and 10 at the 36-yard line.
So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. Fighting his way down to about the 35-yard line.
The ball carrier.
Tackle made that time by Dalvin Tomlinson.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
Eluding the pressure right. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. Mariota had an 87-yard run as a rookie. This one a bit less, but it is a 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 26-yard line.
From the shotgun, it's Mariota. Buying time to his left. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by Harrison Smith. I think you and I were a little surprised back earlier in the game when he threw his 2nd interception. I mean, who would have thought a quarterback of his caliber picked now 5 times?
It's beyond stunning to me because we're used to that with maybe a quarterback with less experience or less talent. But a quarterback of his caliber, I can't believe what we've just seen.
Absolutely. If you would have told me this coming into the ball game, I would have said never, not in a million years. But here we go. Nice way to start the drive. A gain of 12 and a 1st down. Got to figure now, after getting that turnover, they're just going to be happy to keep the ball on the ground, right?
This is where covering the football, taking care of the ball, all the ball security terms that have ever been used, they come into play for the guys on offense right now. Just take care of it, and they've got a good chance of ending up winning this game.
On the ground, it's Cook. Nowhere to go that time. Might have gotten a yard up to the 25. Clock continuing to run. They'll probably wind this all the way before snapping it on 2nd down.
2nd and 9.
Now they'll throw here out of the gun. And the Packers give him nowhere to go, and they bring him down.
Well,
Zadarius Smith there getting in and bringing him to the ground. Tell you what, he did not have much time there to scan the field before he was ducking and covering.
Did it appear to you, as it did to me, that the defensive front won their play really quickly? Meaning the guys in front of them had almost no chance to block them. They were on him in a hurry.
And they'll get him down here at the 23. They get 7 there, but it brings up 4th. 3 points separating these two sides with 2 minutes left to go in the 4th. So the Vikings in possession of the football as we get you reset. They're looking at a 4th down now as they try to hold on to this lead for dear life. This is taken at the 15. And he'll go out near midfield at the 49. 35 yards on the return. Picked up some good blocks as well. And it'll be Packer football here. 1st down and 10. So good starting field position for him here as they come up 1st and 10. Just shy of midfield at the 49. They run with Jones on 1st down, but he'll struggle here just to get back to the line of scrimmage. No gain.
Not in a position where they absolutely have to rush right now, but they definitely have to pick up the tempo a bit.
2nd and 10 at their 49-yard line.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again 2nd and 10. They'll go again to Jones. And just 1 yard here from the 49 to the 50.
The tackle made by Michael Pierce. A gain of 1. Brings up
Mariota now from the 50. He's got his tight end on the corner route. It's complete. Touchdown, Packers. Robert Tonyan with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Packers have retaken the lead.
Wow, I know it's a never-say-never situation, but to me, that looks like that's the one that's going to finish them off.
The score that puts them in front here late, but now you got to rally your kick team, don't you, and say the last thing we need is a big return.
And what happens is guys get overeager, get out of their lane because they're so excited they want to make the last tackle. You mess up, could come back at you a long way.
And that will make this a 4-point game.
makes the score Packers 27.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
19-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. They're down here in a one-score game, but the time, it's a factor, but it's not a huge factor right now, is it?
It's really not, because this amount of time gives them a chance to run their offense, to go through play sequences. And this is what they work on every week in practice, usually on a Friday. They go over this type of a situation, late game situation. What are we going to do when we have the opportunity? They've called these plays a bunch of times. Now's their chance to execute them.
Well, they have the opportunity now. Here's the execution. He's back to throw. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's third down.
As his old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out hot. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. Open man is Thielen. It's complete. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. Excellent play there on 3rd down. Give him 25 yards.
First down.
Another tote for the workhorse this afternoon. It's Cook. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down. The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 45 seconds left to go in the game. 8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's second and a couple. He'll look to throw. And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's third down.
Now we're in the situation where the quarterback's got to take full charge of his huddle. Got to totally command it, make sure all eyes are on him. All focus is locked in. Going to call multiple plays and go over different situations and scenarios to make sure everyone is on the same page.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. They'll look to throw. Escaping the pressure right. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off by Jair Alexander. And he'll get this back to the 32-yard line. And you have to wonder, Charles, in a game like this, 5 interceptions, what does this do to the psyche of a young quarterback?
Well, based on the fact that he's still out there and he threw a 5th interception, I'm wondering if his head coach believes that he's really strong mentally and wants him to play through it. Because otherwise, you need to get him out and fight another day, because this could leave lasting damage if he keeps throwing interceptions.
At the 29.
Brandon, that's what you call being manhandled at the point of attack, and I know the offensive line gets a lot of blame for that one. But occasionally, the defense just knows what you're going to do. Maybe they scouted it perfectly. Maybe someone tipped it off. But on that play, it had no chance.
Here's Mariota. Sliding out of the pocket. And he can't find anywhere to go with it. And he goes down. So it's all over. A Green Bay victory. And it's going to be their defense that gets the ink in the headlines tomorrow. And for good reason. They forced 5 turnovers in this game.
And while we were watching this game unfold, I kept thinking about when we did our training camp tour. And something that you noticed along the way. Just about every camp we visited, when the defense got together, everyone was doing ball drills. Defensive linemen, linebackers, secondary, because they understood how vital it was to take the football away. And they wanted every opportunity. When the ball was knocked free, they want all those guys to be familiar with touching the ball so they could pick up the fumble or get the interception. And we saw it pay off in this one here.
Yeah, 5 times. They'll remember this one. So for Green Bay, the win will move them to 7-2 now on the year. And they will hit the road next week to take on the Pittsburgh Steelers. Meanwhile, for Minnesota, they'll lose an important one here as that drops them to 5-4 on the season. And they'll get a home date next week against the Detroit Lions. Thanks for tuning in, everybody. Alongside Charles Davis, we thank our entire crew. I'm Brandon Gaudin.
Let me explain what I did. Can I kick it? Hold on. Yeah, I got some rings and a range. Can I kick it? Yeah. Don't ask me a thing. How I got her, how I did it. Yeah. Spend the whole half, had a blast. Can I kick it? Even with a sprain. Hey, just the flex, I went and bought a chain. Can I kick it? Things ain't been the same. Things have changed. Can I kick it? People acting different, so I ask. Can I?
Hey, could count on my power and look at my dogs from way back then, play with you. The higher the climb, the harder the fall, but how did you get up? I done got rich and went broke, then got rich again, just a little hiccup. I live it bought in this pickup. Being so coming and being so hungry, I had to eat gristle. How did you let it go miss? How she was magic, she mixed. Met her at one of the functions, we caught her the rhythm. She caught up a friend, they kissed and we dipped it, and that's how we kicked it.
Let me explain what I did. Can I kick it? Hold on. Yeah, I got some rings and a range. Can I kick it? Yeah. Don't ask me a thing. How I got her, how I did it. Yeah. Spend the whole half, had a blast. Can I kick it? Even with a sprain. Hey, can I kick it? Just the flex, I went and bought a chain. Can I kick it? Things ain't been the same. Things have changed. Can I kick it? People acting different, so I asked. Can I? Before I went live, they ain't know what I was. Ain't no one alive that could do what I does. Wait. Need a light ear just to catch my buzz. Need Sprite here just to catch my cup. Now they don't really talk about us. Now they don't really talk about love. Honestly, they ain't never seen too much. What's love to a guy with a bag? What's heart to a guy with some cash? What's pain to a guy that's mad? Said. What's broke to a guy with a mask? What's both to a guy?